Going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another one, and we're going to be jumping into the next node here for Dark Dimension 4. We did finish off the last day with this team here, and it worked out quite well because of the fact that we had like 3 stunners with Taskmaster as well. So there you guys have it there. That's the team, and we're going to go into this one here. I have experimented a little bit already, so I kind of know some of the characters, and I've taken a look at the msf.gg website as well, so I've got a pretty clear idea of what the waves are looking like, so that's nice. We're going to jump in here, and luckily for us, we do have Mr. Sinister on the board, so we're going to be able to clone him, and we're going to take advantage of that double cloning action. And of course, we also got Black Widow, and we also have Symbiote Spidey as well, so we've got 2 stunners as well. And with Dark Dimension 4, each one seems like certain characters have specific traits, so just keep that in mind. To make this one work effectively, especially with my team, you want to make sure your skirmishers are able to remove those buffs. So as you guys see here, we're going to be able to take that taunt off of Drax, and that's important because we want to make sure when we get to Mr. Sinister's turn that we can clone him. So that's kind of the reason why. Symbiote Spidey is going to stun, and we're going to use the slow on everybody because of his ultimate there. And now we've kind of set ourselves up in a pretty good position here for us to clone Mr. Sinister. And then once we clone Mr. Sinister, we'll be able to utilize, we won't be able to utilize this clone right away, but we'll be able to utilize it later on, and we'll be able to double clone action, which is really, really important. And then afterwards, what we can do is we can focus on Doctor Strange. Yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna finish cloning here, and now, like I said, we're gonna go after, I think, we're gonna offense down here first, and then we'll go after Doctor Strange because you definitely don't want to leave him alone. He's gonna have the stunning and the what do we want to do here? I think we're going to stun Mr. Sinister again here, so that way he can't clone us, so that's great. So a couple things we can do here. I think we're going to extend the debuffs with Ghost. Thank you very much. We'll take that. We do have Thanos' taunt now as well, so he can protect some of our characters, which is great. This is kind of a similar strategy we were doing for Dark Dimension 3, where we have Thanos in there. We got Mr. Sinister now with the heals back, and yeah, we're just going to take out Raccoon because I actually faced off earlier when I was testing around before the recording, and yeah, his ult packs quite a punch, so we'll take him out first, and then we can worry about Doctor Strange afterwards. Yes, Doctor Strange, I mean, he's got some turn meter there, and luckily we did resist that, so yeah, we should be able to take out Raccoon with this one, hopefully. No, he's just hanging on there, it looks like, which is fine. Do keep in mind too, if you take him out, we do have that we do get hit by Ghost Rider as well because of his passive. Just keep that in mind, guys. So he does hit us. Ooh, kind of stings a bit. Another thing too is if we clone Doctor Strange, we can also bring back our Black Widow as well, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep that in mind, the back of my mind, anyways. Ooh, yeah. See, we got another clone here now. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring back Doctor Strange, and then we're gonna take advantage of using his revive to bring back Black Widow. I think that seems to be a really good idea for me, and let's see if this actually ends up working. But yeah, anyways, like I said, having that double clone from Mr. Sinister is pretty nice because we're pretty soon here. By the time the second clone comes out, our original Mr. Sinister will be able to clone again, and it's just gonna fill the board up really nicely. Mr. Sinister right now has been absolute dynamite. First node would not have been possible without him, so definitely just cloning. And I think we cloned Captain America, and then we cloned off Taskmaster, and yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one for sure. Definitely nice that we can one-shot these nodes, and we don't have to take too many tries. I find that is very handy for us, especially because you don't want to. I mean, it's right now. It doesn't really matter if we take one shot at it or if we take 20, 30 tries at it, because we don't have enough global characters for the Node 4 anyways. But it makes it easy for me to record, because then I'm not stitching apart 15 videos and cling them all, you know, and putting and editing and then putting it all together. That gets really annoying. So it's nice for me, I guess. But yeah, if you guys are just going at it and chipping away, yeah, go for it, right? It's yeah, there's no really. So I see we do have the revive, so we're gonna bring back Black Widow because that's awesome. A couple things we can do here. We can do some turn reduction, or we can also do the debuff. But I think we're just gonna save that for the next wave because they do drop after, if my memory serves me correct, after this the initial 4 get taken out here. So I mean, at this point, you can just kind of bide your time carefully. The next wave is, I'm just trying to recall here. It's like a mix of Hela, and there's some Brotherhood characters like Blob and Pyro. So yeah, I mean it's a weird wave. So yeah, you want to be sure that you're ready for it. And what would be nice is if we clone Hela, because we can also get Greg on the board for us. So that'll be kind of what I'm kind of eyeing down. But yeah, I think it's definitely an easier wave than this one, I would say, because we aren't dealing with a Mr. Sinister or Doctor Strange, and then Ghost Rider as well. It's kind of a pain in the butt if you leave him alone. Yeah, see, look at that work. Right, we're just gonna clone because we can, and it adds more pieces to our board. And I do like Star-Lord because he has the blind, which will come in handy, especially if we can blind Hela, then her ultimate will miss. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for, but we'll see how this one goes. You never really know until they drop, and then Blob, and I think there's a Toad in there as well, or something like that. But yeah, they're gonna probably get a little annoying with the taunts and stuff like that. So we will see. We will see how it goes after these guys drop. And then yeah, before they drop, I mean, what you want to do too is just make sure all your abilities are good to go. We'll get some speed up going here. And yeah, I mean, Drax is slow, so that's nice. And luckily for us, we do have Ghost as well. So she adds a lot of that utility and control. And she can basically help make the turns last longer and get look, holy crap, that's another, like, we got another clone now. Wow, it's just, yeah, so cloning Sinister is the way to go for this one. I don't know if it's the perfect way to go, but seeing other people doing it as well, so that's kind of where I got the idea, and I can't take the credit for that. I saw some of the other content creators taking advantage of cloning Mr. Sinister. And this also reminds me of Note 5 of Dark Dimension 3, where you're up against 2 Mr. Sinisters, and I think there was like a Namor and Strife in there as well. And yeah, cloning the Mr. Sinister just helps sped up the entire battle, because you were basically getting 2 clones for every time you could clone 2 at once, and it's just, yeah, it's absolutely nightmare. Like, our only limitation is the fact that we have to have 10 characters on the board. If that wasn't the case, we'd have a nightmare of an army. So anyways, we got the next wave dropping on us, and I got some let's see here. We got Graviton, and then of course, as predicted, we got the Hela with the Brotherhood crew. And yeah, just trying to decide who I want to stun here first. But before we do any of the debuffs and lengthening, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna just apply some. Yeah, see, cloning Hela will be nice. Just hopefully that kind of eats up a bit of our board though, because Greg takes up a spot. So that's the only crappy thing. But we're gonna throw the stun here because we want to give slow to everybody, and that's gonna help us out as well for lengthening those deep buffs. Ooh, it is good to have you back, Hela. I have missed you. I used her lots in Dark Dimension 3, so it is very nice to get her back on our board and on our side. Unfortunately, yeah, she's going to be a very expensive one to bring into Dark Dimension 3, or Dark Dimension 4, excuse me. And actually, you know what? She's also expensive for Dark Dimension 3 as well, so I shouldn't sugarcoat that. But yeah, it's one I've been trying to contemplate on whether or not I should bring her up, because she is a lot of materials, and we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, you can pretty much get 2 characters for the price of what she costs, and it's yeah, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts how much she costs, but I'd say she is worth every penny. You are getting technically 2 characters because she brings Greg as well, so I mean, there's that. But yeah, as you guys see here, look at this. Oh my god, we got a ton of abilities ready to go. Yeah, we'll do a revive on Thanos because he did get taken out. And let's see here. Yeah, I think right now what's important is if we can just slow and keep targeting Hela. We want to get rid of her because the problem is you leave her alone. She still has Greg on the board, and that's kind of annoying. So we'll spread the debuffs and blinds if we can. And that's really nice because that helps mitigate quite a bit of damage for us. And nice that we were able to take advantage of that blind. Thank you very much. And yeah, it's just nice that we can take care of her first, and then that way we don't have to worry about the speed reduction by their Greg, because yeah, it's a pain in the butt. I believe we got a full board, so there's nothing we can really do at this point in time other than just slowly chipping away at their health. And I mean, really, it's just, yeah, just try to be patient with this one, guys. There is a ton of enemies on this node as well, but as you guys can see here, once you kind of get through that first wave and you kind of get the groove going with the clones, and you get the debuffs going on, I mean, now that I'm thinking back to it, I probably shouldn't have cloned Star-Lord, but granted, the blind did come in handy, and then we were able to spread that across. So, I mean, it's, yeah, the thing I like about Mr. Sinister is he adds a lot of utility because, you know, he can kind of make the situation and kind of adapt to it depending on what characters are on the board. So I mean, yeah, we basically just kind of took Star-Lord because he was there, and then now we took kind of, yeah, you know, we took advantage of that, and now we kind of utilized his blinds with the other debuffs, like spreading it from Hela, and then of course you know, we also have Ghost reapplying and re-lengthening if we need to. Like, yeah, he's not a bad character by any means. He's definitely lost a bit of steam, but for this one, it is very nice that we can take advantage of using him, so that way we can take advantage of that mitigation for the blinds. That helps us out quite a bit here. And I'm just trying to see here on the msf.gg what our next wave is going to be, and it's looking like it'll be Sinister, or excuse me, it'll be Supernatural with it looks like there's a Drax coming back as well. And yeah, so I mean, if you guys are trying to do this one, it's definitely nice that we have Symbiote Spidey and we have Black Widow stunning. That adds a lot of utility because we can stun those characters. And then of course getting rid of that Drax taunt early on in the first turn. That was important because if you don't get rid of him and remove that taunt, you're not able to clone Mr. Sinister in the process, and then you're kind of stuck cloning Drax, which is kind of, you know, he's not exactly the best character to clone because clones aren't as durable. Their health isn't the exact same as, you know, like a real character. Even with my, I believe, my Sinister 6 red, and they're still pretty flimsy characters. So, yeah. Anyways, so we're chipping away here, and at this point, I mean, I don't really know if there's a correct attack pattern, but all these characters are pretty similar. I think, you know, you want to probably get rid of Blob first, maybe, just because he can taunt and he can add the deflect. That's probably the good way to go here, but I'm just targeting whoever. And if I recall here, the next wave will drop, I think, when you have to take out all these guys. So, I mean, we've got a ton of characters. We've got a lot of abilities here. We're not in any tight situation, which is good for us. I mean, it's pretty straightforward at this point. And we just have to kind of maintain our focus. And let's see, we got some blinds back again. Wow, his short, it's nice. He's got such nice short cooldowns, Star-Lord. I've missed that, so that's nice. And then we'll do the drain there, increase the debuffs. And I mean, yeah, the blinds really help with damage part because, yeah, it just helps add to that. We got Graviton now on our team as well, so that's another stunner. What do we want to slow, or do we want to stun? We'll just do the slow here and save the stun. And yeah, as you guys see here right now, it's a pretty decked out team. We got pretty decked out characters. I'm just looking on the board right now. I think because we cloned Graviton, we lost. Did we lose a spot? No, Greg's right there. No, he's right there. Okay, I thought for some reason we didn't have him anymore. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell with all these characters on the board, and then you got buffs in your way as well. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know, maybe not. I was leaving Blob alone because he's slow, but if you guys want, you guys can always take him out first. I mean, he has Disrupt on him anyways, so he wasn't really a big threat with the deflex and the taunts. So that's kind of my strategy, but you know, you guys can take him out first if he annoys you, or if you know, if your characters aren't the same as mine, because obviously mine are very specific. And I went with my particular setup because I just wanted to equalize the materials from biotech, cosmic, mutant, and what's the fifth one? And skilled, I guess. Yeah. So that's kind of the way I went. But you guys can. I think a lot of people, instead of Symbiote Spidey, they went Captain America. So that way, that's another global. But I liked the stun from Symbiote's better, so that's kind of why I went with him instead of Captain America. I know lots of people went Captain America because he's cheap, and he has synergy with Black Widow, and he's also global. So then you can pretty much go for the first straight 6 nodes if you've got the other global characters like I got Sinister, I got Black Widow, I got Ghost, and then technically I would have Captain America if I went that route, which would allow me to do nodes 4, 5, and 6 after I finish off 2 and 3. So it's definitely a strategy, but I don't have any cosmic materials, so I'm gonna be stuck either way. So I figured, you know what, let's just play this the long term, and that's why I went Symbiote Spidey. So we do get that wave dropping on us as provided by MSF.GG. Shout out to those guys for data mining that. So we're gonna do our best here to hopefully get through this Drax taunt, and then once we get through his taunt, we'll go after Doctor Strange. That seems to be, I think that's hopefully a good strategy. Oh, we got the we do have the blinds landing on him, so that's great. We're gonna spread that, and that actually works out quite well. That almost I think that spreads it to everybody. That's great. And I think at this point I can probably hit Drax so we can remove that taunt. Now I want to disrupt him. Maybe disrupt and make sure. Oh, he's going to get a turn in, though, I think. Oh, sweet. So we got Greg going here. Speed reduction. Okay. And now maybe stun. Oh, I guess we could slow. Yeah, we'll slow. We'll slow. Ooh, this is good. Okay, this is good. We'll get some speed reduction as well. And that's going to hopefully hit Greg. Oh, no, that missed. I was hoping that would hit Greg, but that's okay. Yeah, lots of characters we can stun here. We'll just stun there. Yeah, there's so many ways I can go at this. We got like 3 stunners. I have no idea. Yeah, we're gonna do some speed up here because I think we're okay for stunning right now because a lot of these guys have blinds, so we're probably okay there. And yeah, makes it really easy with you know, a billion characters with all these different legendaries or different blind stuns and whatever on our board. So we'll disrupt Drax so that we don't have to worry about stunning him. He's just going to waste a turn. And wow, this would be a really good situation now to spread all his debuffs as well. So that's kind of nice. Offense down. We can hit somebody with offense down. Yeah, let's go for Ghost Rider. I think we've been aiming for him, so it doesn't hurt to go after him because, yeah, if you kill off targets and he's on the board, he hits with his passive. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody, so we'll just keep targeting him. Alright, that misses because you're blinded. Yeah, I guess we could stun, but then he's also blinded. We'll just stun for the... Yeah, and then we got some more stuns now from Graviton as well. And yeah, I'm just trying to see here. Yeah, there's lots of different ways we can go at this. Like there's yeah, he's stunned already, but I'll just stun him again, I guess. Yeah, I probably could have stunned one of the other characters. I think at this point it just doesn't really matter. I think we're in pretty good shape. I'll just target. Drax hits his... Oh, we got a wave dropping on us. Okay. Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay, that's all right. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Yeah, and we still got a lot of clones, so I mean we're okay. We'll just do his special to kind of get some buffs off. And yeah, we'll go for Raccoon because I don't like Raccoon. He's squishy, but he also, if you leave him alone, he can do quite a bit of damage. So I don't like that. We'll offense down him just for that increased assurance. And yeah, I could probably we'll keep targeting him. I don't think it matters too much. Well, blind, see what this does. Get some more energy. The blind's nice, but I actually do it more for his energy that he brings to the table. So that helps out quite a bit to the other characters. It just helps give more sustain, and if we can land more blinds or stuns or whatever, that's awesome. So that's awesome. So he's out, and then we could probably go for Star-Lord now, I guess, too. Just because he doesn't have any debuffs on him, and we'll just speed reduce, all that good stuff. And I'm just gonna quickly check here and see what the last wave has for us. Yeah, it looks like it's the same one. I think there's gonna be a blob dropping again. It's gonna be like another Brotherhood Pyro, if I'm reading it right. But yeah, no, it's a pretty straightforward node. And like I said, the hardest part about it is probably the start, where you're trying to get through the Drax and you're trying to clone Mr. Sinister. But other than that, I mean, afterwards, yeah, as you guys can see here, it's pretty much a cakewalk. Like, we haven't even really had to use any more clones because they haven't really got through our defenses. And we got Thanos there to provide us extra cushion. We got Star-Lord there for blinds. We got Hela. We got Graviton. Yeah, it's a pretty rigged team. We did lose Doctor Strange earlier on, but that's okay. He's kind of squishy anyways. And then we also have Hela and Greg, so that's kind of nice for that speed reduction. Kind of adds, it's really nice because it brings on a very, very powerful character to help us out here. And yeah, that turn reduction is just absolute awesome. That's kind of the reason why I'm even contemplating on leveling her up for Dark Dimension 4. It's because of the fact of what she brings. And despite how expensive she is, I would still have to say she's probably worth every penny. Just because, yeah, there isn't really any characters that can do what she does. She can spread debuffs. She can basically reduce speed meter and make your entire team go faster. Like, it's just, yeah, it's nobody right now can do what she does in the game. And probably one of the reasons why she's such a great character. And now we just got some Elsas left. Which, I mean, people said she was, like, pretty brutal to deal with. But I didn't find that she was that bad. I mean, if you get offense down and you're stunning her, or you're reducing her turn meter so she doesn't get a turn, like, I think for the most part you can contain her. So I think for the most part I didn't mind it. But I saw other people saying that, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, people were kind of unhappy, or they were saying like she's really tough and you got to make sure you deal with her right away. So I didn't find that as an issue, but it is what it is. Yeah. Drax is also nice because if you leave him alone and you just disrupt him, he ends up being just like a big fat meat shield. And it's also nice because if you want, you can use Hela to redistribute the bad negatives on him to other people. That's kind of what I did with the other nodes in Dark Dimension 3. But anyways, yeah, as you guys see here, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, pretty straightforward. The next wave will be the last one, and it's pretty easy because we only have like, I think seven guys dropping on us, so that'll be easy. It's pretty much like a wind down, and yeah, nice way to close node 2 off. So I'm looking forward to seeing what node 3 looks like, but this has been pretty fun here so far. If I had to compare this with Dark Dimension 3, I definitely say this is an easier node. Even the Dark Dimension 3 node 2 with Captain Marvel and the Miss Marvels, yeah, that was a pain in the butt. Like, unless you have the right characters, still difficult to deal with. So we got Blob here again with Toad, and or is that Toad? No, that's not Toad. That's Pyro. Sorry, for some reason I thought that was. Oh no, there's a Toad there. Sorry guys. I thought I saw a Toad, but or is that a Toad? No, that's Hela. Yeah, what am I doing? Okay, anyways, sorry. I'm Pyro, and we got Star-Lord, and we got Mysterio. So yeah, pretty much the same wave 2 that we dealt with, minus the Toad. And so, I mean, yeah, we can probably we got 3 stuns here. Who do you want to use it on? Or we can speed up as well. We'll just, you know what, we'll stun Hela, and then we'll get some speed reduction there. Yeah, we'll gotta throw our stun before we use the extension, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll stun. Yeah, we'll stun. Did I stun Greg? Why did I stun Greg? Oh yeah, see, I'm losing it. Sorry guys. Anyways. Yeah, we got some blinds, we got some slows, we got some stuns. This would be perfect right now for us to use that extension from Ghost's ultimate to lengthen these debuffs. So that'll be the good timing of it right now. We're gonna throw the stun there. Yeah, I think I meant to go for Star-Lord, but then I don't know why I was looking at Greg. I have no idea. Sorry guys. Anyways, as we're kind of finishing off here, like I said, this is a pretty straightforward team, and we didn't have, I don't think, too many issues with it. I think the important part is just making sure you have Mr. Sinister in this team. Otherwise, I can kind of see it being a more difficult node, just because, yeah, there is
quite a bit of characters you deal with. Yeah, especially in Node 2. I mean, there's like 34 characters. That's quite a bit. And then just kind of getting through it. I mean, we got Thanos there to give us protection. We got some heals coming as well from Sinister, because he's slotted in as a healer for Ice Souls. And then we also have Ghost lengthening those debuffs as well for us and doing that turn reduction. I think that plays a really big part. Canceling out their own Mr. Sinister, and then basically turning the tables on them and using their Sinister for our own gains by cloning him, and then duplicating the clones multifold. That's the way to crush this node easy. I think, as you guys see here, we didn't really have too many troubles with it. The next one looks interesting. I'm just going through the msf.gg. In case you guys aren't aware, they have like the previews of each wave on these nodes, and the next one looks interesting because we do have some big hitters there, and it'll be interesting to see how if we'll be able to one-shot it or if we'll take a couple tries. But I'll do my best, and if we can get a solid attack attempt in, that's what I'll do. Just like this one, I didn't expect to do it in one shot, but here we are. Pretty much, we got pretty much in the clear here almost once we take out some of these guys. But yeah, not too many characters left. We took out Hela first because I was sick of Greg. And then once you take out Hela, Greg won't come back. So that's kind of why. And then that speed reduction too. We do have a lot of AoE, so we don't want to be leaving her alone with Greg for too long. Otherwise, it ends up being a problem for us. And now that you guys see this, we're pretty much in the clear here once we finish off the remaining stragglers. But yeah, Node 3 is interesting because there's not only like 40 some enemies, but there's some big ones to worry about as well. Yeah, like Black Bolt. We're gonna have issues with Zemo, and I think there's a Scarlet Witch in there as well. And I hate playing against her because she just redistributes the health and it's annoying. But anyways, yeah. So we're pretty much down to the last 5 enemies. Everybody's got some massive debuffs here, and right now we'll try the next node. Once we get this one done as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna mess around with it before I actually record, but it looks interesting because yeah, we do have some pretty big hitters in there. Black Bolt, and it looks like there's like there's some inhuman mixtures with some supernatural mixtures. It'll be an interesting. There's definitely more hybrid teams in these nodes versus like the Dark Dimension 3 ones, I'd say. But there is also a lot more synergy as well because now they all have like special conditions where certain characters will only use their special or their ultimate. So that's a little interesting they threw that in there, but I can kind of see why. Adds a little more of a competitive element, or maybe it was just to help us out as well. I'm not really too sure, but doesn't really seem like it really worked on this one because yeah, our characters that we had were pretty good for this one. I think we were pretty solid counters. Lots of stuns, lots of utility, speeds up, debuffs, blinds, you name it. And at this point in time, when we get down to the last 3 guys, we can utilize the other characters of the clones, but I'll start saving up our abilities for the next wave. Because yeah, you want to make sure you go into like a conservation mode, and then that way you can save your abilities, especially Symbiote Spidey's stun. We want to make sure that that's ready to go because the stun also brings a ton of slow, and then you lengthen that with Ghost, and yeah, it's a good day. Yeah, we'll just target Star-Lord there. So yeah, I mean, yeah, so interesting team we'll be up against next wave. But yeah, I'm interested to see how we do. I believe with our current team we should be okay because I have seen that there has been a lot of one shots already done on that node, just from previous people running it fast. And early on, so that's kind of nice to see. As long as we can kind of see it's been done and it's already been one-shotted, that's good. It gives us a little bit of glimmer of hope that it is possible and it's doable. So that's really good for us. And then on top of that, I feel like overall they've made Dark Dimension 4 a little bit definitely more reasonable than Dark Dimension 3. Definitely, it's more attainable to do those nodes without specific characters. Like the ones we have are pretty good characters because we were trying to aim for end game meta all-rounded characters like Thanos, Sinister, Ghost, Or actually, you know what? Ghost is okay. She's not. Yeah, she's okay. Actually, she's a poor example of that. But yeah, she was more for the fact that she just has a lot of utility for Dark Dimension 3. Anyways, that's it, guys. That's it. Me rambling on, and there you guys have it. There you guys have it. We just one shot at that like a boss. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Hopefully, like I said, you guys can see that the initial first wave is the hardest one, and then from that point on, you're pretty much in the clear, and then just making sure you're cloning and making sure you're paying attention. I had a couple boo-boos there, but yeah, that's what happens when you space out. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. As always, guys, stay safe, stay warm, and as always, happy gaming.